welcome to my pity party, okay? Feliz Navi Vlogmas, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl aw-peh, and I'm in Tokyo. I feel like my ears are not in frame, but I'm obsessed with these. Obsessed with this too, but these saving my holiday season. Today's video was supposed to be about
the importance of creating holiday traditions even when you're solo, what to do when you're alone for the holidays.
But last night, in preparing for this video, I had a bit of a breakdown. Almost crashed out. Got very close. Got very close. But I didn't. Thankfully, the Spirit of the Lord pulled me back to reality. But let's roll the clip. It is about to be 5 o'clock and I need to get to Harajuku to go to Ikea to pick up a gingerbread house. Guys, I have been sitting at home all day, resting, doing my nails, just nothing of importance though. Rest is important, so that's not the point. It's 4:45 and all of a sudden my mind is like, now's the perfect time to go to Ikea. Pray for me on this journey. Allow me to confirm with certainty the Daiso pocket warmers way better than the ones we got for 7-Eleven. These are more expensive, but still way better. I actually hate Ikea. The only reason why I came here is because I really needed a gingerbread house. I have made myself a gingerbread house every Christmas post-grad and even during grad, even when I was an undergrad, but I couldn't find one out here. And then I went on Reddit, magical place, and they said that you can get them at Ikea out here, but man, I hate Ikea. A few raggedy moments later, they don't have any, sold out. Here's what really pisses me off about that. Why is Christmas, you know what? Everything I was about to say was gonna be real xenophobic, so I'm just gonna shut up. Okay, I'm angry right now. Okay, so here are my options. I could go to Shibuya and try to go to the Ikea there. The thing is though, if I get there and it's not in stock, I will have to crash out. There will just be no other where for me to go. Just remember there's an option to see what stores have it, so let's see. I don't know how to say gingerbread in Japanese, so okay. That's unfortunate. I am so freaking pissed. How can it be sold out? It's like the first week. Okay, so it's the first half of December. Nowhere. I'm so annoyed. Reddit steered me wrong. I'm so freaking annoyed right now. And it's too cold to get a candy apple, but I feel like that's the only thing that would really make me happy right now. I literally turned the corner in the alley so that I can turn on my light and film this video. And for some reason, the guy behind me turned the corner with me. He probably actually needed to go down this alley, but I feel like as soon as he turned the corner, he made direct eye contact with me. Anyway, I also am just in like a bad mood because y'all don't understand. Tomorrow's video was supposed to be, you know, the importance of like keeping your holiday traditions alive, like being a family of one. And since I've been an adult, every single year I have made a gingerbread house. That is my holiday tradition. This is such a first world problem, but like at this point, the only thing keeping me going is like my journey to make the best, like, or to perfect my hot cocoa recipe. But I'm stressed and I'm annoyed. This is a horrible way to start the vlog, but this is how my time is starting. I don't know. Welcome back. That wasn't pretty. I was gonna scratch that footage, but I was like, well, let me just be real. But I thought like when I did that first vlog and I started it with like, how do y'all deal with disappointment? After I edited, I was watching it back like, this is a very heavy way to start the vlog. So I didn't want to start this vlog like that, but I wanted to be just realistic. So right now I'm gonna do my makeup and we're gonna talk about how to actually deal with being alone for the holidays because it's upsetting. Apologies to anyone who thought they were getting a makeup tutorial. Welcome back. My makeup's done. I was originally gonna do this video as like a sit down, get ready with me, but I was getting so frustrated like talking through some of the things that were upsetting me. I was like, you know what? Let me just do my makeup and then chat with the people. So the reason why I scrapped the idea of doing this video as like a vlog but still wanted to include those clips was because I felt like it was real. You can try as much as you want, and this is now the second time I think in Vlogmas that I've shown you guys that I've tried to do something to keep my Christmas spirit and it has failed and it has not worked out. And it's just like, you can only stay positive for so long before you reach your breaking point. So welcome to my pity party, okay? I'm a firm believer that when something makes you sad, you have to prioritize taking the time to just be sad. Just be miserable. You don't have to go out in the world and make everyone else be miserable, but it's okay to wallow in self-pity for just a little while. Like, depending on how upset you are, anywhere between 6 hours to 2 months, depending on what's happened to you, I think it's a normal amount of time to just be upset about something. And not just be upset, but like to give yourself like a woe is me kind of season. And don't get me wrong, I fully understand and can appreciate this is 100% a first world problem. Nothing of value has been lost, okay? But still, the thing for me that really like wound up breaking me that night, I didn't include this, but later that night, I was talking to my friend and I was just telling her like, you know, I get it's not a big deal, but it is kind of really upsetting for me. And I was very sad later that night. Obviously, I didn't film that. But for me, I think what really like broke me down was one, and this is on me, I made the mistake of waiting until rush hour to go to Harajuku. That was on me. Cool, I braved the crowds, I made it through, got to Harajuku, saw the Ikea, everything was fine, walked in. First of all, the whole place smelled like gingerbread. I realized later it was the candles, but I think it was like, it helped me build excitement too, right? So like I was getting excited more so than just normal. And then I went to ask them like where they were, because I couldn't find them in the section it was supposed to be in, and they were like, we're sold out. It was like, okay, the excitement, true, and it was just a lot. It was almost like shell shock kind of. And then to find out that there was none in any of the stores, like I was prepared to go to Tokyo Bay. Tokyo Bay is like an hour out. I was prepared to go to Tokyo Bay. I would just went early this morning. Nobody had it, which was upsetting. And then I think at the end of that clip I said something like, you know, the hot cocoa saga is the only thing that's like really keeping Christmas alive for me right now. I went to the grocery store because I was like, I'm gonna make myself a cup of hot cocoa tonight to like ease the blow. They didn't have the marshmallows that I wanted, which is crazy because if you've ever been to Japan has such an extensive marshmallow variety, like strawberry marshmallows, chocolate marshmallows, ramune marshmallows. Like I didn't even realize marshmallows came in other flavors outside of plain. Like, but they didn't have plain, and it was just like, again, first world problem, but it was very annoying, and it just really ruined my day, my night, which is even worse. And honestly, the thing about the gingerbread that's so triggering for me is I have made a gingerbread house during the holiday season every single year since 2012. And last night, when I was really in the midst of my pity party, I was like trying to gaslight myself, or actually this is what really tipped me over into it. I was still in the gaslighting myself period, trying to cheer myself up even though I knew I wanted to be sad. I was going through my camera roll and I found a picture from 2013 of me and my niece when she was a baby making a gingerbread house. She is a sophomore in college right now. Shout out to my baby. I have been doing this for pretty much her entire lifetime. This is my tradition. This like means something to me.
This shit means something to me, man.
I've done this by myself. I've done this with friends. I've done this with family. And so not being able to engage in it is like, it's upsetting. It's upsetting, and I don't know, what do I want to say? It was kind of like when I was talking to my friend, she lived in Tokyo 15 years ago, and she was just telling me like, yeah, sometimes you don't realize the things that you miss until time has passed, and then you realize what you're missing. Every year, stop at Walmart, stop at Target, stop at the grocery store, pick up a gingerbread house kit, and I'm good. There is no Walmart, there is no Target, and the grocery stores don't sell the kits. So it's just like, yeah, it definitely was a blow. And here's my thing about like being alone and sad for the holidays. I think I'm alone right now and I'm sad right now, but I don't know if I'm alone and sad. Because here's the thing, being alone isn't what's making me sad. So I don't know if I qualify. I have spent a lot of holidays solo because as an adult, I have moved around so much. Logistically, I don't always get to go home for the holidays. You know, sometimes back in the day, sometimes I couldn't afford to go home for the holidays. Sometimes I don't even want to go home for the holidays. There's been many a Christmas I'm like, you know what? I actually want to go to the Bahamas. I actually want to travel a bit. So it's not the fact that I'm alone that's making me sad. It's like, okay, so I talked about this in my vision board video, right? Like I subscribe to the idea of a family of one. And so for me, the gingerbread house is my family tradition. It is what I imagine passing on to my hypothetical children, right? It's what I imagine any, you know, potential partners enjoying with me for years to come, right? It's something that I have established as a part of my family tradition moving forward. And so this is essentially like this year I don't have a family tradition to hold on to. I will say I am going to incorporate the hot cocoa saga into that tradition moving forward, and I'm sure when I go to the store today there will be marshmallows. There better be marshmallows. You know, that's gonna have to cheer me up, but that's like a new tradition. I'm potentially having to say goodbye to a tradition that I've had for over a decade now, and that's upsetting. That's upsetting. Okay, so the thing that also really blew me was when I got home, I went on YouTube. Obviously there's like only 2 streamers that really work out here, Netflix and Disney Plus. I don't have Netflix. Well, I have Netflix, but it's only on my phone. Otherwise they'll kick me out because I'm not in the house. And then I have Disney Plus, and the selection's not that great. All that to say, I don't really watch a lot of like streamer content anymore. Most of what I watch is on YouTube now, or like a site. I mean like aw-peh-yeh-mee type of site, not safe for work or children type of site. Like, if you get it, you get it. Anyway, I went on YouTube to look at what other Japan YouTubers do for Christmas, like how they do like the holidays being in Japan. This is what really pissed me off, and it's always pissed me off, and I was so desperate to just find some type of advice. I did something I knew was gonna not be fruitful. This is no shade to them. I know it pisses me off, but I get it. Get your money. A lot of the content that Japan YouTubers, and I say Japan YouTubers, not Japanese YouTubers, Japan YouTubers. There is a stark difference. A lot of the Japan YouTubers, I am not their audience. Their audience is people who maybe have never been to Japan, people who have visited Japan, but still overall maintain like a weird, infantilized utopia, fantasy wonderland kind of perspective of Japan. And so a lot of what they were showing for like what to do for the holidays in Tokyo was very disingenuous and not helpful to me as somebody who actually lives here and knows the realities of life in Tokyo. And that just really also just grinded my gears. And it's so crazy because I really don't, you know, when you're just desperate, you just start doing stuff that you just know is not gonna be fruitful. Because that's the whole reason why I started making content about my move to Japan, because when I was on YouTube trying to research people who were living in YouTube, I couldn't find anything of value. Like, I found very few things of value. Let me not say anything. I found very few things of value. And I was like, okay, well, let me start making a little bit of content so that the next person who wants to move to Japan can use these as resources too. But like, it was just really upsetting. And then I went into like, okay, well, let me find out what people do when they're alone and sad for the holidays. So then I searched it, and a lot of the content, it was like I was on the extreme end. It was like, well, here are some hotline numbers you can consider. And it's just like, okay, I'm not that sad, babe. It's just, I'm a little sad. What can I do to perk myself up now? And I just couldn't find anything of value to help me not be sad. So I just decided to just wallow in my misery and have an attitude, and I feel better for it. So yeah, if you're alone and sad, or even if you're around people and sad, because sometimes family make you sad, okay? If you're sad around the holidays, this is me giving you permission to be sad. This is me giving you permission to throw yourself a pity party, because I just feel like when you don't honor your emotions, you don't honor yourself, and you have to honor yourself. I'm so curious, do you guys have family traditions? And I would like to know, how big is your family? Like, do y'all have like families, like partner kids, just partner? Is it just you? Like, how big are your families, and what are some of y'all family traditions for the holidays? Like I said, for me, I've had a decade-long tradition of building the gingerbread house. I'm now going to start incorporating the perfect hot cocoa recipe. But I'm curious, like, I need some inspo of something that maybe I can also incorporate, because I'm thinking like maybe it's the fact that I've only ever held to one tradition, that when I don't have access to it, that's why it's been such a devastating blow. But yeah, I'm curious, what are y'all's traditions? I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you are having your own pity party, here's some encouragement. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it makes you feel better. I have no idea how to end this vlog, so I guess I'll just see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Vlogmas. Bye.